The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now an option play on 2nd down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one after the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken down. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run the counter. Pollard, he's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
first down. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice gain at 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Burrow. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. It's Mixon on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run forward with Mixon, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with Pollard. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this up to the 25.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down, and it's Pollard again. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Mahomes now on first down. His throw caught around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First down and goal to go.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think can absorb that contact.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. of the gun. It's Burrow. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
4 at the 37-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
No return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
This one complete to Nicole Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big trick now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Once again, they run with Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
They're not even trying to do
Picked
it.
off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. A toss running left. Pollard. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
This will make it into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 18.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Mixon. And down he'll go at the 25. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Burrow on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. Burrow, a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Mahomes pass.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
By Kevin Byard.
Gay's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt to tell my offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Hill on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Mahomes firing incomplete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
14-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Brooks. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. And he will take it on for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
It's a gain of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
3 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
1st down, here's Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at
the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they're going to bring it down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Joe Mixon, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult